Our first destination on our trip out to see the land of the Mothman is Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Point Pleasant has a long and deep history that goes farther back than the Mothman legend. This history dates back to even before the American Revolution, to the period just before the Revolution and Lord Dunmore's War, which culminated in the Battle of Point Pleasant. The result of this battle was the defeat of the Ohio Confederacy and the death of 40 of Cornstalk's warriors. Graves from this battle remain in the area, but their whereabouts are hidden to ensure nobody disturbs them. Point Pleasant, like many other small towns in West Virginia, is completely desolate at night. There's not a soul in the streets, and it gives the perfect opportunity to survey the town without being bothered by any of the local commotion. Across the street from the Silver Bridge Memorial is an old restaurant that rests in the decadence of its own decay. The Silver Bridge collapse was the crescendo of the Mothman sightings back in the 60s. Once this bridge fell, there were no more sightings in the area, outside of the occasional one here and there from that point on. Since 2006, the Mothman Museum has served as a sort of hub for Mothman sightings and information. It is a great visit, and anybody who comes to town should go in and see. Directly next to the Mothman Museum is the wonderful Mothman statue that sits in the middle of downtown Point Pleasant. It is a wonderful artistic representation of what the Mothman was imagined to have looked like. A short drive outside of Point Pleasant is our next location, Potters Creek Road. This is the road on which many of the Mothman sightings took place. A ways down this road, we enter the McClintock Wildlife Management Area. This area is also where many of the sightings took place. We drove down that road for quite a ways. The road got bumpier and bumpier as we went along. We didn't see any sign of Mothman that night, but we did see a few hunters' trucks parked off at the side of the road. As we got down near the end, I took a moment to get out of the car. Okay, we came out here tonight into the McClintock Wildlife Management Area, which was where they sighted the Mothman so many years ago, to kind of do a preliminary drive-through at night for our upcoming investigation in about a month. And it is a creepy drive out here, all along straight wooded roads. I camped out here as a kid with the Boy Scouts, but hadn't been out here since. This is going to be really interesting. Katie's in the car and is terrified. She won't get out of the car. She didn't even like that I was stopping to record a video. So, yeah, looking forward to coming out here and filming later on. The road's a little rough in some places, but not bad. But super eerie out here, man. I get why people think that they might have seen some things. So, anyway. More on that later. All in all, the hunt for the Mothman that night was a pretty interesting little adventure close to home. I look forward to getting back out and doing a more serious investigation in the future.